Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the Rooster. So welcome back all my Rooster friends. How are we cockle-doodle doing? Hope you're doing all right. We'll find out, won't we, as we shuffle these cards up and pick 3 out for you guys. And while I'm doing that, I would just like to bring to your attention, in the description below there is a link to a video, a new introduction video for the year of the snake. Well, it's not about the year of the snake, it's just I thought it's been a whole year since I did an introduction video, so that's a new one because we're now in the year of the snake, just to refresh people's kind of memory, or sort of give them an idea of how the readings work. So if you haven't checked that out already, then do go and check that out now if you're interested. You'll also see in the description below, next to that or below that link for that video, is a link for Patreon. And if you are interested in a more in-depth and personal reading once a month, every month, then all you have to do is subscribe to that Patreon. All proceeds of that Patreon will go to the production and illustration of my own Chinese Zodiac deck. So I want to create my own deck, and that is what the Patreon will fund. So if you would like to support me in that endeavor, then please do sign up to that Patreon. At the very least, hit that subscribe button. We'll still be here every week on YouTube, so just show a little bit of support and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we will stop here and pick these 3 out for you guys. One from the bottom, one from the middle, one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got 2 negatives and a white. We're going to start off in a bit of a negative place, and we can be a bit pessimistic with that, I guess, but let's remain a little bit enthusiastic with that white leading off near the end of the reading. However, as I've said before, and I'll say it again and again, and maybe more times after that, black is not an attack, or isn't always an attack, and white isn't always all right. It all depends on that compatibility on the cards when we flip them over. And we got the black rat coming in. We have got the black rat, and that black rat is a good symbol of not getting stuff done. A white rat is getting stuff done. A black rat is more putting stuff off. You're gonna push things to the last minute. You're gonna procrastinate. You're not gonna be enthusiastic about the tasks that you've got to face. There's a lot of things that you are, I suppose, avoiding. There's going to be a lot of communication issues right now as well, because a lot of people are going to tell you how they feel about certain circumstances, and their opinion on things are going to be different from yours. And I think right now that could lead to arguments, it could lead to other things, and the problem is that you have here is what's backing up the argument against you is that, well, look at what you're not doing at the moment. Look what's not getting done at the moment. And you could argue with this because you have a different opinion. You know, you have a different idea of things. Having that criticizing kind of judginess being thrown at you isn't necessarily going to go well, and there could be potential clashes. I think right now as well, what you're trying to focus on a lot more is your family, your direct family, the family that is around you all the time, whether it be your mum, your dad, your brothers, sister, children, whatever. It's your immediate family that is right there, and you're concentrating on them. You're trying to concentrate on them. You want to, I guess in some ways, set an example that even though things aren't necessarily organized right now and things are a little bit up in the air, you still want to show them that family comes first and family is important. Unfortunately, there is a reason that you have to do this, and it's because it's been not maybe forgotten, or not necessarily forgotten, but because it hasn't been touched on enough. It hasn't been brought up enough that you are a family, and that family is important. And it needs to be. And you're trying to encourage that idea. We've got the black dog coming in there, that sort of protective card. Now the dog and the rooster, they can be compatible to some degree. And they could be quite good together. However, we are still seeing it in that negative. And again, that's difficulty understanding. There is difficulty understanding what is going on right now from your peers, from your family, from your friends or colleagues, or somebody somewhere is not getting your perspective or your point of view, and that's going to agitate you. It's going to get your back up. That black dog is predicting maybe not conflict, but definitely some sort of clash. There's going to be a clash of personalities. There's going to be a clash of opinions. There's going to be a disagreement. Doesn't mean it's going to be a massive fight, doesn't mean that it's going to lead to a big falling out, doesn't mean that there's going to be anything, I guess, you know, devastating coming from this, but there definitely will be a few stern words. However, right now, your intentions might not be as honourable as you may think they are. So when people call you out of this, and they call you out for, I don't know, not being necessarily as moral as you should be or could be, you are going to get defensive. You're going to argue. You're not going to see that opinion. You're not going to see that point of view. You're going to argue it because you're not going to want to be told that you're wrong when what you're doing right now isn't wrong. Not from your perspective anyway, because you can justify it and you've got reasoning for it. And whatever you're doing right now, to you, makes sense. However, trying to explain it to people, especially those close to you, maybe even those in your own family, those closest to you, who know you well, whether it be a brother, a sister, a mum, a dad, or whatever, they see you, they know you, and you can't convince them otherwise because they've seen this all before. So of course your opinions differ because you want to believe in one thing and you want something from something, and they see it a different way and see that that's not going to be the something there is going to be. That something. It's going to be something else. And that's going to cause problems. Especially if you've been working on something, especially if you believe in something, especially if you have faith in it or hope in it or, you know, confidence that it's going to work out, and you're constantly being told you're wrong. And you're not going to like that very much. So you are going to go into this protective mode. You are going to look after your own faith and belief in your own opinion. And it's not to say that your opinion is even wrong. And I think people will come around to that idea anyway. They're going to start seeing it from your point of view. It's just going to take some time, because that ox there is one of your best friends. That ox there is one of your biggest allies. That ox is in your affinity triangle. It's one of the most compatible personalities or cards that you can get. It's also in the white. But what we are looking at right now is patience. Because what goes around comes around. And if you wait it out, if you believe in this, if you want this, if you think that there's going to be something here for you that's productive, progressive, that's going to help you, then you just have to wait for it. You just have to wait. And just like anything worth having, it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take, you know, a little bit more than just wishing on shooting stars. You got to put in that thought of how you can get it. Put in that plan of this is what I need to do. You know, put thought into action. That ox is a part of that thinker triangle just like you. You've got brains that are probably better than most. The rooster has a very unique mind, a very unique way of looking at things, as does that ox. That's why you're in that thinker triangle. So communication problems and things and opinions, they don't matter to you. They don't matter to you because what you're actually thinking and how you actually see things cannot be changed. Nobody can tell you your opinion is wrong when your opinion is based on what you see, what you hear, what you experience, and what is going on in your life firsthand. Basically what's happened here is somebody's trying to tell you that you're wrong. Your experience is wrong. What evidence you have or what facts you have are wrong. Someone's trying to convince you of that. But guess what? They could be potentially wrong in this. They could be wrong. That's not to say that you are right. I mean, you both could be wrong, and it could be a third option. Because don't forget, just because you have a preferable option, and it's something that you would prefer or something that you are anticipating, doesn't mean it's going to work out that way. Doesn't mean you're going to get that. And that doesn't mean that things have gone wrong for you. It doesn't mean that things have gone tits up for you. It just means it didn't work out that way. This is how it was supposed to work out. I think right now, if you believe in what you're doing is right and you have those honourable intentions, or, you know, not having honourable intentions, I think sometimes you can be dishonourable with your morals with this. But I don't think it's... I think the intention is there to protect yourself. You have good intentions for yourself, even if they're immoral or in a bit of a controversial way. But I do think it is for your own self-preservation and to protect yourself. And I would argue that there's nothing wrong with that. If you feel there's a need to protect yourself, then you should protect yourself. But we'll find out how you get on with that, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the Rooster. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the Dog, so if you are interested in what those guys are up to, then I'll see you in that video next. If not, no worries. I will just see you in a reading next week when we come back and do another one for you guys born in the year of the Dog. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.